I'm seeing the numbers still go up, so I'm gonna just wait a few moments. Um, so while we get settled, find your posture. And I always like to say that every day we all have different needs for our bodies, and I would really encourage you to do what you're needing today. So if today you're having some pain or discomfort and it feels better to lie down, do that. If sitting is what you're needing, then that's fine. Um, and if you're particularly sleepy and you want to do the meditation standing up, you can always do that. Um, so, really just listen to your own body and what you're needing today. So, let's begin by doing a little bit of toning. We did this a couple of weeks ago, and essentially, what it is um, making sounds so that you can feel the vibration in your body. And it's a great way to really drop into the body because you can feel the sound reverberating through your body. And it can also be a great way if you're having strong emotions to be able to get a little bit of perspective from the intensity of the emotion so that then you can be with the emotion a little bit easier. Um, so we're going to start. There is a book called The Five Wisdom Energies, and it goes through five different sounds. I've done this in retreats before, and we're just going to do the sounds one at a time. They relate to certain energies and helping transform emotion. And I'm not going to get into all the background of that. I just want you to get to experience it. And if you're interested in it, you can look up the book, and it's called The Five Wisdom Energies. Um, so while we're doing this, I would encourage you to close your eyes. I'm going to mute myself because the idea really is to be able to feel your own vibration, and it can be distracting to hear someone else's voice. So the first sound we're going to do is the sound E, and it's really high. So it's not a super pleasant sound, actually. I don't find it super pleasant. Um, but just see where you can feel that reverberating in your body. And so I will do it one time. I'm not going to repeat it because, like I said, it's not the most pleasant sound. But again, it's not about how you sound, it's about how it feels in your body. Um, so the sound is, and you're going to, when you do this, you're going to take a deep breath in. So I'm going to stop because that may sound very unpleasant on your end, but you saw it's a very high pitched E. Um, in some circles of meditation, you can close your eyes and point your eyes upwards towards the third eye. Um, this is one of the higher energy centers that this activates. So I'm going to put myself on mute, and I just want you to take a deep breath, do the E sound with the full exhale, and just keep doing that until I come back on and direct you to the next sound. Good. So if you're in the middle of an E, finish up. And the next sound we're gonna do is like a so it's you're gonna probably feel it in your chest, your heart center. And I'll do it once. It sounds like this. So it's like a very deep chest sound that you're making. So I'm gonna mute myself, do that several times until I come back on. Okay, so finish that last one and then just pause, closing your eyes if that's comfortable, and just notice. Notice if there's a difference between how you were feeling before we started and now. And really drop into your body, noticing whatever sensations are going on right now. And there may be just an awareness of calm or nothingness. Just tune into whatever's here. Okay, good. So the next sound is going to be A. It's the A. So it'll sound like this. So again, just to remind you, the point is not how it sounds, but the point is to feel the sound vibrations in your body and just tune into that. And things are happening that we don't necessarily even need to understand when we're making these sounds. I just want you to get the experience of it for today. So I'm going to mute myself again, and we'll do this 5, 6 times, and I'll come back on. Again, the sound is A. Good. Pause and notice. Aware of the body, aware of the breath. You may notice some tingling or almost a sense that there's still a vibration going on, or you might not. There's no right or wrong. Okay, so the next sound is oh, and there's in the book they describe it, but there's a sense of like almost moving forward um, with this sound. So it's oh. So when you're doing this, really take a deep breath into your belly so that you have enough air to do it for a while. And then remember, feel where the vibration is happening. Just feel the vibration in your body. Tune into that while you're doing it. Do that several times. Pause, breathe, feel. Good. Misty, I just want to check in with you and see if you can hear the construction noise that's happening outside my apartment.
No, I wasn't able to.
Okay, great. Okay, so the last noise, the last sound that we're going to do is the sound ah. And so it looks and sounds like this. Again, feel the vibration in your body. And after you do it for about 5 or 6 times, if you're feeling tired or whatever, you can always pause earlier, then I come back on. And the instruction is to breathe, feel, and just tune into the body and breath. Good. So finishing, tuning in, noticing, being in the body. Bringing particular attention to the heart space in this area of your body and paying particular attention to the breath in that space, in that heart space. Noticing if there is an openness or a clenching or a tightness, or there's no right or wrong about it, just noticing what kind of energy you feel in your heart space. And there may be a sense of just absence or nothingness, and we're not judging or fixing or anything. We're just being with what's here right now. So just noticing what's present in your heart space as you also have the dual awareness of the breath flowing in and out of the heart space. And if you are experiencing difficulty right now, or a sense of tightness or clench or anything, imagining that you can just breathe right into the heart space, giving it more room, giving it a soft attention, a gentle, loving awareness. And now doing a body scan where you'll start in the lower energy center. So starting at the sacrum and just doing an energy scan right up through the energy centers, beginning in the sacrum, moving your awareness up, 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 up through the entire thorax, up the spine, and up through the head and the crown chakra, and just scanning that pathway and seeing if there's any sense of stuckness or blockage or holding or any sensations that you're aware of. And if you hit an area that you're aware of an energy, then just pausing there and breathing into that space in particular and staying with it. Maybe even breathing in a sense of white light, breathing in a sense of love and compassion into that part of your body. You don't need to understand energy, but our awareness and our intention to move stuck energy can have an effect on the more subtle energy bodies, the more subtle planes of our existence. So just allowing yourself to scan from sacrum to crown, noticing if there are any things or sensations that draw your attention, pausing, breathing into that area, and just watching it, just observing, being in the energy of whatever it is while you're breathing into it. So you're giving it space, you're bringing it love, you're bringing it attention and compassion. And we're not forcing or fixing, we're just bringing a loving awareness. And then if it feels like things shift or whatever you're aware of moves or dissipates, then continuing to move up through the energy centers. And you don't even have to be aware of where the centers are. It doesn't matter. Just sort of move your awareness up through the body. And if this isn't resonating with you and it doesn't quite make sense, then just tuning into the breath and imagining that you're breathing white light into your entire body. And you can breathe in the white light, and when you breathe out, imagine that the white light dissipates throughout your entire being. And now moving your awareness to the crown of your head and imagining that, much like a whale, imagining you have like a entry point or like a blowhole like a whale has on the very top, the very crown of your head. And imagine that when you breathe in, you create this vacuum, and from just above your head, you're sucking in this white light energy. So it's a bit of a visualization. Um, you're using your imagination. And when you breathe out, I want you to see or imagine or feel that white light energy traveling through the body down into the heart center. And the heart just sort of like softening with each out breath. So the in breath creates a vacuum, and you suck in this white light energy into your head. And then when you breathe out, it travels down to your heart space, and your heart space softens. Let's do that for several minutes. If you're someone who's not visual and the visualization is just kind of getting in the way, or you're feeling annoyed by it, just let it drop and just do the breathing through the head space, and imagining that the breath can travel down into the heart space. Noticing if you're holding any part of your body, including your face and jaw and mouth. Noticing if you're holding any unnecessary tension, and inviting the body, the face to soften, and then continuing with the breath. When the mind wanders, no problem, just gently bringing it back to the breath. If you're still doing the visualization of the white light through the crown and into the heart, continuing that. Whenever you notice that you're stuck in a story or you're in something other than breath and body awareness, just gently noticing whatever it is and then coming back, returning again and again. Very normal to wander. It's not about perfection. Concentration, meditation is just about witnessing and noticing the wandering mind and then practicing bringing it back with as much love and kindness as possible. The self judgment or blame or perfectionism is only going to make the whole thing harder. I'd really encourage you to try to soften that if you're noticing that in your own being today. And now, if you wish, for the last couple of minutes, imagining in your mind's eye all 94 of us, all of us in your favorite outdoor park, your favorite outdoor space, all of us in a big, big circle, sharing the energy of this collective heightening and vibration that we are all contributing to just by dropping into the present moment with intention. Dropping into the intention of love and inclusion and unity, and the sense that with all of our differences, with all of our uniqueness, we are all here supporting one another and supporting the collective at the same time, just by dropping in and being present and being compassionate with ourselves. Those waves and ripples of compassion that you're cultivating for yourself will always ripple outwards, affecting all the other beings. Imagining all the beings, all the races, ethnicities, everyone welcome in the circle. Imagining looking around into each person's eyes, knowing that each person is going through their own ups and downs right now, their own difficulties. And holding a space of love and compassion for yourself, for everyone in the circle, and then expanding your sense of awareness outwards to the whole city that you're in, and then outwards to the entire state, to the entire country. And then imagining that you can breathe in and breathe out love and compassion for the entire planet, for all beings. Recognizing our absolute interconnectedness. Take a moment to dedicate our practice. May the fruits of our practice spread outwards in all directions from each of our hearts today. And may the energy of love and compassion that we've cultivated here, may it spread outwards and touch all the people in the world that are suffering right now and help alleviate their suffering. Help them feel less alone. Help them know that they are interconnected too. Thank you so much for showing up today, for raising your own vibration, affecting the vibration of the planet by being present, by being compassionate, by holding a loving space for yourself, or at least having the intention to do so, even when that's hard.